Hey everybody, for today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Mock-Off Ultimate Bike Cleaning Kit. Sending your bike to your bike mechanic can be a way better idea, but cleaning your bike can become a quick and simple task if you understand what to do and what to get. So let's go and see what you get with the Ultimate Bike Cleaning Kit. Okay, so let's see what we've got. In the top part, you're going to find a compartment in here. So if you look here, you're going to be able to store any kind of small items that might be useful whenever you're going to clean your bike. You also get a sticker. Let's see what we've got on the front part. So if we open this too in here, you're gonna notice that right off you're gonna get a rack. So it feels super robust and durable. This is good if you're gonna clean your frame and the bike chain. The claw brush, this is basically for those small corners, anything that might be out of your reach, you can actually reach with this claw brush. You also get a super huge brush, the soft washing brush. So this is actually for the fork, for the frame, and all those things that you want to actually give it a significant and very dedicated clean or a brush. What's it called? This in here, the true prong brush. This is good if you want to lock in your chain ring. So I've got this guy here like a section you can just split and you just clamp your chain and you just clean it with this. Okay, this right here is the detailing brush. This is good for the hub, the sprockets, the tight areas like suspension mounts or fork crowns. Well, you've got the usual, the drivetrain cleaner. So this is good to actually spray it on all over your drivetrain. So that could go all over from your chainring, your cranks, all the way to the back to your mech and all the parts that come along with it. We've got a wet loop. So this is basically a lubricant from Mock-Off. This is good for long distance and repels water and inhibits corrosion. So it looks like high quality loops. You also get a bike protect. This is basically something that you put as a layer when you finish cleaning your bike. So once you're done cleaning your bike, you've got all the mud out, you've got all the water dry and any kind of soap out of your way. You can finish off with like a layer that protects your bike from any kind of like intervention, let's say the sun, or just keep it as clean as possible. So it's always good to give it a nice little finish after you clean your bike. You also get a good amount of bike cleaner. So this is basically the formula that you use to actually clean the actual frame of the bike. So basically you spray it all over your frame and you start cleaning. This is basically a dedicated soap for cleaning your bike. And you also get a microcell sponge. So this is basically the sponge that you use to actually scrub your frame. So it says here that it expands once you open the thing, the cover. So let's see if I can open it. So if I tear this thing out, so it's been a while since I let the sponge out of the cover. I'm just gonna let it sit in here and just see how fast does it expand. So I'll just give it some time and you guys get to see when it's actually fully expanded. So far it's been around 10 to 15 minutes and this is the current status of the sponge being expanded. So I think it's already good to be used. So I'm gonna go out, basically do my on-the-field test and go out and clean my bike. My bike has been accumulating dirt for over 2 weeks. It's been sitting in my garage waiting for this cleaning kit. You may be wondering why I've let my bike take so much dirt when it's a common practice for a mountain biker to at least clean it as soon as possible. I live in Panama, specifically in a province where I'm basically deprived from any kind of bike shop. I have to do a 1-hour drive to the city and head to the closest shop once I get there. Unfortunately, the bike shop has gone out of business, leaving me with no other option but to drive even further. This has become more time consuming as well as more money consuming. This has led me to taking more responsibility for my bike. I've taken as a 2018 resolution to not only be able to start learning to maintain my bike, but also allow myself a monthly visit to the bike shop just to refine any mistakes that I may have made. Consider this as my personal journey towards being a mechanic for the basic tasks. I like to learn by myself the basic maintenance tasks and then leave the most complex ones for the experts, as well as get back and down floor feedback. This is a learning curve that's also leading me to hold myself accountable for my upcoming bike. a Track Remedy 827.5. Not only being able to save up on certain maintenance stats will give me more leverage on my own behalf when I get it, but it would also give me a better insight of what I'll be getting and how to maneuver it not only on the trails but also how to keep it in great conditions. I've been cleaning with mock-up since day one. I don't have any preferences on the brand, it's just the first brand that I've tried and it has given me a satisfactory experience. Although I try to stay open-minded with other brands, I'm honestly happy with what I use. Mock-up seems like a more solid brand in my opinion. I started with the basics, its formula, the Drivetrain Cleaner, and its dedicated chain scrubber, but that one in my opinion is not that sturdy. After a solid 10 uses, the constant rattling of the chain tends to break its part. Now I'm only cleaning with my chain with the 2-prong brush and its degreaser, and planning on moving to the Park Tools IN chain scrubber. Other brands that I've used is a WD-40. Some say that this is not the right brand, but they do offer a degreaser and lube. I've been using this and they seem to work just as perfect, at least for me. My cleaning process is very simple. What I do is that I soak the whole bike and then I let it be sprayed with the cleaning formula and then I let it dry for 5 minutes. I come back again and then I apply a detailed brushing with the claws and all the brushings for a more thorough cleaning process. I come back again and I apply a second layer of water, spray it with more cleaning formula and let it dry again, this time focusing on the drivetrain part with the drivetrain cleaner. So I clean the chain rings, the chain, the rear mech and the cassette in general. Then I come back again and I add more water and more cleaning formula for that last layer. Just to add the cherry on top, I have the new Bike Protect, so that gives me a better shine on the bike as well as the tires. In fact, I use the Armor All Tire Shine to use it on my tires. It's normally used on my car, but it works just as well on my bike. So that's basically my process. The only thing that makes it a difference is that if you use the actual good product, you can get a better finish. So that's the way that I clean my bike. If you guys have any suggestions or any other product you'd like me to test out, drop it in the comments below. If you like my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. So I'll see you guys on the next one.